Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's edition of the CrossFit Games Update Show. I'm Sean Woodland with Pat Sherwood and Tommy Marquez. We are down to our final Masters division. It is the men's side of the 40 to 44-year-old division. And the biggest question here is, can anybody keep Shawn Ramirez from winning his third straight title at the Games?
Ramirez is an absolute animal. You can't question that. But we do have a cast of characters that we're going to discuss that if anyone can do it, I think these gentlemen have a pretty good shot.
I agree with you, Pat, but I am rooting for it because everyone loves seeing history. Everyone wants to see a dynasty. You know, he is on the verge of winning 3 straight, which would tie him for Scott Olsen for the best all time. A great opportunity for him.
Yeah, last year Shawn Ramirez won by 24 points, and he took the lead at the Games after 3 events, and he never looked back. In fact, he won 4 of the 7 events. Travis Page would finish second, and then Jeffrey Prejean finished in third. And Ramirez didn't come into 2016 in full strength, and given what happened to him last November, it's pretty amazing that he's even competing right now.
Yeah, he finished 6th in the Open, which not necessarily indicative of a champion, but that's because he broke his ankle playing soccer with his kids in November. The fact that you're even out there competing, much less being able to do a live Open announcement, is impressive. Back-to-back championships. He shows up when it counts. His best finish in the Open was when he was in that live format going against Nick Palladino. He knows how to play to the crowd, knows how to get himself in that competitive environment when he's on the floor and standing next to his competitors.
And once again, he's going to have to deal with Travis Page. Page was the only other guy than Ramirez to actually sit atop the leaderboard last year at the Games.
Page is out for blood. I mean, you just said, your words, not mine, Shawn Ramirez is getting older and has brittle bones. Okay? So now, Travis Page enters the scene. This guy is an animal. Took second at the Games last year, had the fastest time on Amanda. Same rep scheme and loading that the rest of individual athletes would do. His numbers are insane, and this is why he could potentially derail Ramirez. We're talking about a 41-year-old man with 450 points on Fight Gone Bad, can pull 535 pounds off the floor in a deadlift, and once he gets on the pull-up bar, he's doing 74 consecutive. I mean, Travis Page, I think he has what it takes.
Man, enjoy those 13 text messages that you just got from,
I'm not going to hear about that at all.
From Mr. Ramirez. And finally, Jeff Prejean back as well in third place. Why could he be a threat?
Well, he's got history as an individual competitor outside of the Masters. 2 years ago, in 2014, he made it to regionals and competed at the South Central Regionals. That alone is impressive when you're pushing 40, maybe even a Masters division. You know, I think history is a good indicator for him. So last year he finished 13th in the Open. He went 18th in the Masters qualifier, a little bit of a dip, but when he showed up to Carson, 3rd place, he's one of those guys that, you know what, over the course of multiple days and multiple events, he seems to be getting better. This year, history's repeating itself once again. He's 13th in the Open, so he seems to be doing well.
Yeah, those are the usual suspects. And when you look at the Open leaderboard from 2016, there are some new names now who are going to push Mr. Ramirez for that title in Carson, California. Kenny Ochoa gets the win with 50 points. Only 17 points separate first place Ochoa from 4th place Charlie Casera, and only 2 of the guys in the top 4 even won an event. That's Trevor Bachmeyer and Bradley Pritchard. Kenny Ochoa will be the young guy in this division. Age is up this year. What do you like about him?
He is a legitimate threat. I mean, first place in the Open, being the young man in the division, we've said this time and time again, it is a significant advantage in the Masters divisions. He's been competing in the Open all the way since 2012, and his finishes are excellent. But now, he's earned the spot via age to get in with the Masters. His numbers are legitimate. A 435-pound back squat, 400-meter not run, but dash in 57 seconds. Again, I think there's a reason he's sitting in first, and he's yet another person, as well as Travis Page, that could shake up Mr. Ramirez.
I mentioned that only 2 guys in the top 4 had an event win, and Bradley Pritchard was one of them. He won 16.1.
A great way to start off your season, right? Winning the very first workout, but then he followed that up with his worst finish in the Open, a 37th and 16.2. Still, the rest of them were in the top 20. He's 5'7", 165, so maybe a smaller athlete compared to the other guys, but he's got a 209 Fran, a 701 Helen, which is insanely fast. But then you look at some of his 1-rep max numbers that are a little bit lower relative to his peers, specifically the Oli lifts. Maybe makes sense for that 37th place finish with the heavy cleans. Other than that, he seems pretty solid, so when the Masters qualifier workouts come out, we'll have to see if something heavy comes up, how does he handle that? Other than that, he's good to go.
Okay, well, you are officially ready now for the Masters Online Qualifier.
Oh, yeah.
Only thing missing, the workouts. And we're going to have those released Thursday, 5 p.m. We'll be back to break all those down for you as well. Until then, get ready, get your fitness going, and good luck to everyone who is participating. For Pat Sherwood and Tommy Marquez, I'm Sean Woodland, and we'll see you on the leaderboard.